Hi everybody, I hope you've had a really beautiful day today. So I thought I would get on tonight and do some readings because I haven't done it for such a long time, because of ages, and I love doing it. So yeah, so I've got a few questions here. I'll just wait for a few minutes for people to get on, but that have asked questions, and I've got them on my computer here. So how are you navigating all of the energy? You can just feel the shifts, you know, you can feel the palpable. It's hi Tali, how you going? You can feel the shift, you can feel the, you know, even though there's a lot of stuff going on in the external world, there's just this feeling, well for me anyway, and a lot of people I know, a feeling of excitement building. So whatever it is that we're moving into is going to be, it's not too far off. Every day's a day closer. The crazier it gets on the outside world, the less that it makes sense, the closer we are, even though that sounds really crazy. So yeah, I've got quite a few people. I've got them all down here on my computer. So quite a few people here that are hi people. Yeah, quite a few people here that have asked questions, and then I will go to the ones on the screen here. Yeah, so I'm starting to transition away from Facebook and into YouTube. So I'm going to start doing stuff from YouTube. So if everybody wants to go onto my channel and Sequoia 555 Cosmic Courier, because that's where I'm going to start. Hi Simon. That's where I'm going to start working from more now. Every time I get blocked, it's just, you know, it's just harder, and the chances of getting you know, censored there are equally as high. But I just feel like it's time to start moving forward. So yeah, so I've got I've got some questions here, and sorry Simon, I can't put you on my video at the moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've got questions here that people have asked, so I'm just going to answer these ones first, and then I will go to the ones on the screen. So if you don't want me to give you a message, you've got your name up on the screen, just give me like a thumbs down or something like that, so I know not to. So and I probably won't get through everybody either. So yeah, so I'll just tune in. So Simone question: feeling a bit lost on my journey. How can I find my right direction and path? Okay, Simone. So what I'm getting is that at the moment it's really difficult for anybody to actually get on, onto their path or to get onto their journey, because the world is so upside down and everything's changing so rapidly, but also at the same time it feels like it's not changing. It feels like we're treading water. But I just get that, you know, your life purpose is, instead of making it the big thing, that big calling that you have, you know, for your life, and you've got this big mission to do and all of this sort of stuff. Sometimes it's good just to go, okay, what is the purpose of my life today? What is it that brings me joy today? You know, find the things, maybe get back to creativity. In the past month, I've got back to things that I used to absolutely love doing, and you just sort of put them down. So at the moment, your purpose is just to be. The purpose is you'll find your direction, and you just have to sort of go with the flow at the moment, but just, you know, work out what it is. What is it that you actually want? What is it that you want to do? What is it that brings you joy? You know, maybe it's looking after kids, or maybe it's teaching, or maybe it's singing, or maybe it's whatever it is. What are those things that you really love doing, and start doing more of them, because that's going to open you up more to whatever it is that's going to open up for you down the track. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting. So Gwenda, will the WHO take over Australia and New Zealand? Okay, so I have to be careful what I say on here as well too. So it will appear like that's going to happen. This is all part of the movie. This is all part of the movie and everything going on, because this is to wake people up. Because, you know, if you think about it logically, okay, so the head of this organization was arrested quite a wee while ago. So this is all part of the movie. You've just got to realize this is the movie, and if you buy into it, and if you buy into the fear, that's what your reality is going to be. We need to remember that, you know, that illusion, that illusory world on the outside, it can't be sustained in the light. It can't be sustained. So we're coming to that place now of breaking through, but it will maybe appear that they're going to, you know, it will maybe appear that that's what's going to happen, because it's still people need to wake up, but that's not what the ultimate thing is. So they've all been taken care of quite a long time ago. So just got to trust the plan, you know, don't buy into the BS and the illusions that are going on around in the external world, because it's just a movie. So Rosalind, feeling the same, Simone, like I'm stuck in no direction. Maybe, you know, maybe at the moment, you know, looking at the ruts that you're in, you know, what are the things that you're just doing day in, day out? What are the things that you're doing that sort of make you feel stuck? Because you're just on this, you're on this treadmill, and it feels like things aren't moving forward. But again, what is it that brings you joy? What is it that you know, what is a direction that you'd like to go on? So maybe start writing down ideas, you know, writing down things that you, like I said for Simone, things that you really enjoy doing, you know, like I've just started doing hot yoga again. Hadn't done it for, you know, a year and a half, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know why I ever stopped doing it. I love it. I'm doing, you know, 8 or 9 hours of it a week, loving it. And it's not a, oh my God, I've got to go and do my exercises. Oh my God, I can't wait to get there. So what are the things that you used to love doing that you can't do now, that you're not doing now, that you just sort of put down and put aside? Start doing things that'll bring you joy, and it'll bring you a direction. It'll, you know, it'll start opening things up for you. Carolyn Michelle, love some clarity on direction and some energy healing. I'm not doing energy healing just at the moment. I'm just doing questions for this. I feel that there's a resonance that comes out with the message that you're getting anyway. It just feels like, I don't know, I'm just seeing like this big wall in front of you that it's breaking down, but then it nearly breaks down and it sort of keeps coming back up again. So I'm not quite sure what this is about. I sort of feel maybe like there's a past life thing, there's something going on from past lives that sort of keeps holding you back now. What I'm finding with clients is that, especially for women, is the persecution wound. The wound of persecution that we've carried through all lifetime, you know, through times of being hung, being burnt, being raped, being sacrificed, all of those things, being beheaded, all of that stuff. So the wound of persecution, the wound of rejection is the great thing that people are actually needing to, you know, needing to work through at the moment. So that's what it feels like. It's a past life thing. And I just get, love yourself. No one will love you until you love yourself, and people will only love you as much as you love yourself. And even though that's hard to hear, that's just the reality. We are the love that we seek. So become that person that you'd like to attract. You know, start doing the things that, you know, just start doing the things that are going to bring you joy, because that's all we can do at the moment. Leonie would love to know if I'll be able to move overseas this year. I'm getting yes, and I'm getting things are going to start happening towards that around September, and I feel like you're going in October, and it's going to be a really happy move. All of this stuff that's going on is over. Obviously there's residue stuff and there's still clean up things, but yes, Leonie, definitely I feel September it's going to be like all of a sudden you're going to get the go ahead, and then October you're going. So, and it feels like it'll be a really good move for you. Is that part, I'm not sure if that's part of, you know, like you've come from overseas and you're wanting to move back home. I'm not too sure, but I'm just getting that yes, you definitely will be. Amanda Amour, what a gorgeous sexy name for a beautiful sexy woman. I'd love to find out where my wounding sensitivity around men comes from, past life. Okay, they're saying yes, and again, it's that persecution wound, you know, that rejection, and also I feel too that in a past life it was like a twin flame that was lost. It absolutely shattered your heart, it absolutely smashed you to smithereens. It brought you back to... it took you a lot of lifetimes to actually be able to process that. So I am getting, yes, definitely past life. And it feels like it may not even have been in this dimension. Maybe there's been like other dimensional lives, obviously, that you've had, but where the same energy, you know, this twin flame energy was taken away from you. So part of it, and it's interesting that you've got armor as your last thing, because armor is protecting your heart. So it just feels like, again, it's about loving yourself as much as you love, you know, as you want to be loved, you need to love yourself. And I feel like you're really making great strides with that. I still don't feel like he's in your, he's just going to be standing right beside you, not too far off. Again, maybe September. I feel like it's in the the next quarter of the year. Doesn't feel like quite yet, but I just feel like this beautiful, there's not going to be any doubt or hesitation. And this is that twin flame from the past lives where your heart's been shattered. Sienna, I'd love to know when I'll meet my soulmate. There's no timing on, I don't sort of get any timing on that. I get, they're saying September. I feel like there's someone from your past that you need to forgive. There's someone that you haven't forgiven from your past, and that's actually preventing love coming in. And it's almost like it'll come close and then you'll push it away, or you'll only let people come in so far. So until you let go, whatever it is, forgive someone. Could be from your childhood, could be from past relationship. Until you forgive that person, your soulmate's just going to stay off in the distance. So yeah, forgiveness is a really huge thing, and it doesn't condone anything. It just sets us free. And also too, like sometimes we hang on to things, and it's like not even necessarily a conscious thing, but we hang on to things, and it's like an excuse not to allow love to come in. So we've just got to let everything go now and just trust. Judy, will you get to sign a lease? I get yes, not maybe the one that you're looking for at the moment, but then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks or 2 days, there's a lease coming up, and it's even better than what you thought. And it is also, yeah, it's going to be better than you thought, and it's going to bring lots of abundance and lots of really good opportunities for you. So it's a better location. So maybe you're waiting on a lease at the moment, but it just feels like, and it might feel like the wall's being pulled out from under you, but just trust that what you're being prepared for is definitely better. Michelle, will my new business take off very soon? Yes, but you're going to have to keep at it. I sort of feel like the stop, start. So I'm just getting that it feels like it needs more energy in there. It feels like it needs a little bit more creativity, because it feels that, especially with the energy and the uncertainty of everything that's going on at the moment too, it's really, really difficult to sort of get anything to work. Plus we're in Mercury retrograde, so anything that we start at the moment or anything that we sign between now and the 3rd of June has a potential to backfire on us. So yeah, I feel like it will, but it just feels like it needs a bit more work. They're saying another good 6 months of hard graft with it, and that you'll start seeing some really good results. Oh, thanks, Julie. Grateful out of jail. I am too. Will my oldest son get the help he so desperately needs to overcome his alcoholism and pharmaceutical drug use? Only when he chooses it. Unfortunately, Anne-Marie. I've had a child that's gone through that, and you know, it has to be. It's like anything in life. You know, you've got to get to that point of actually wanting to help, and quite often you've got to actually hit that rock bottom before you actually make that choice. So I just get that he's not quite there yet. I feel like there's been a lot of toxic stuff that's happened in his childhood, and this is the result of it. And until people are actually at that point ready to actually begin the healing process, things will appear to get worse before they get better. So I feel eventually yes, but at the moment no. So I know that's probably not what you want to hear. It's probably not very more helpful. More lockdowns in, okay, will we have any more lockdowns in Queensland? I'm getting yes, there'll be one more. It's not going to be what it appears to be, and it could be like that, you know, like this meeting that's going on in Switzerland at the moment, you know, and that could be the movie that is played, you know, and everyone, like the I call it Cocoa Pox, you know, all of that sort of stuff, because they're grasping at something. But this is also just to show people. So yes, potentially yes, but then again, things change, you know, like we've been given time. We don't know anything for certain at the moment. We've just got to trust and be in the moment. So if it is, there'll be one more, be the last one we ever have, and it will be yeah, it won't be what it appears to be. So it won't be what it appears to be. So, okay, so just coming here. Okay, so Tali. Okay, I feel like with you, there's like maybe at the moment you're feeling like ultra sensitive, or you're feeling a bit wounded, or you're feeling like, I just feel like there's, I don't know, there's old childhood wounds of rejection or something coming up for you. It's like it's really difficult to get beyond it. It's going to change. It feels like things are really about to change, and this is also something for everyone to be aware of at the moment too. Is that there's just so many, like we're being activated at such a deep level. Our DNA is being changed. Everything in our lives, our whole physical being. You know, you probably find it harder now to be in the 3D world, you know, doing your day-to-day practical things, because your energy is sort of like, we're in this in-between limbo state, you know, like we know the super consciousness of who we are. A lot of us have been on this journey for a really, really long time. I feel like you have been. That's been part of your thing. But at the moment, all of our old wounds and from our multi-dimensional selves and other lifetimes are just coming up to be addressed. So and we just have to allow the voice, and old stuff that we think we've maybe worked on, you know, we've just got to allow ourselves to feel everything. Plus we pick up on the collective consciousness of what's going on as well too. So there's a lot of grief at the moment. People are feeling uncertain, you know, people are right on the edge. They've been pushed to the absolute edge, and they don't believe that, you know, there's a lot of people thinking, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But it's actually when you're at your edge that you're at your strongest point. It's like, if you allow yourself to jump off that ledge, you'll know that you're going to fly, you're not going to fall. And it's at that place too, like I said the other day, you know, where you're sitting on the floor and you're sobbing, and, you know, it's like you're releasing all of the illusions, and you just get back to that place of truth. So I feel like that's coming up for you, Charlie, if it hasn't already. It's just a big reawakening, realigning, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Star, okay. Yeah, really beautiful love, joyful, happy energy coming from your heart. It's like it's been fizzing up for a while, and it's just wanting to come. It's wanting to come up. It's wanting to bubble up. So they're just saying, you know, just stay in that joy. And I'm seeing you dancing. I don't know whether it's spinning around and dancing, but it's like, do things with music. It's saying do things with music to lift your vibration, to bring you into that higher place of joy. Because at the moment, as I say, it's really hard to maintain any feelings. So you've got to, you know, really, really milk that when you're feeling really good, you really got to milk it, you know. So do things that will make you feel really, really joyful. Also feel too, they're showing me writing. I don't know whether it's journals or writing a book. But it's about you pouring your heart out. Maybe it's a journal, but I just feel like you're pouring your heart out. And I'm just seeing you writing. And all of this stuff's coming up. So just allow the process and know that it's going to be, everything's going to be amazing at the other end. And just keep that happy vibe going on, because you really uplift other people as well too with your energy. Hi, Simon. It's for work. I feel like there's a whole new career. This is really annoying. This happens on the phone. Sorry, the names keep dropping down. So it just feels like, Simon, there's a whole new career coming up for you. It feels like, I don't know, I'm getting a bit of a wall. It's like, I don't know if it's a wall that you've put there or a wall. It's just like, oh my God, like, it's like everything's screaming at you at the moment for change. Everything's screaming at you to move into a different direction and to let go of the fear. Let go of the fear of change, because he's saying that you get stuck in it. You get stuck in this rut. But it just feels like everything in your life's about to expand in a really positive way. There might be a short period of time, maybe a couple of weeks, where it feels like there's no work, or there's a massive change coming in the work. Maybe it's in between jobs or something, I'm not too sure. But after that, and they're just saying you need to rest, because you're really stressed. It feels like your energy is very stressful, and that's affecting people around you as well too. So just know that change is inevitable, and it's going to be a really, really good thing. So just allow it to come, and also decide what it is that you want. That's a really important thing. Okay. So, shell. Okay. I've got my finger up your nose, sorry about that. The names keep dropping down, it's really annoying. Maybe I should start from the bottom and work up. And then okay, shell. Okay, there's really positive change coming for you as well too, Shell. And I don't know whether it's to do with singing or speaking, but it's about using your voice. It's about standing in your power and being heard. it feels like your new job's going to come to you. They're saying maybe middle of June, and it's going to be maybe not what you thought it would be, but it's going to be even better. It's maybe not something you would normally apply for, but it's just going to jump out at you, and it feels like quite a quirky job. It's like, you know, really cool sort of fun job that you go to and you just love doing it every day. So it's just going to jump out at you. So just know that you'll be in the right place at the right time, and yeah, lots of really good things coming your way. It just feels, I feel like there's love coming, or there's a house move. It just feels like everything's going to, once you get this new job, everything's going to start turning around for you. So maybe it's been really difficult this time in between, but just know that that's all about to come to an end, and it's going to be awesome. Hi Dee. Hi Tina. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I answered your question before. I've got something else that's just come through for you as well, Dee, but I'll message you privately with that. Okay. Jenny. If I've missed anyone, I'm really sorry. Just private message me, because as I said, these names keep dropping down. They drop down to the bottom, and then I've got the same name like 20 times. It's crazy. Okay, Jenny. I'm getting a pain in the neck. Like, I don't know if you've got a pain in the neck, or someone around you's being a pain in the neck, or you're being a pain in the neck. I'm not too sure, but as soon as I tune into you, I get this pain in the neck. So, and it feels like it's I don't know, like there's a limit with how far you can move your neck, or someone around you. I don't know what it is on a physical level, but on an emotional level, it feels like there's just something that's been dragging on for a really long time. Maybe it's a living situation, I'm not too sure, but Spirit's just saying, basically to let go and let God, and to let things open up for you, let things come to you, because it has been really, really difficult. They're saying it's been really difficult, and I feel like relocation coming. It could be towards the end of the year, but it could be even out of the state. It feels like it's a whole fresh start, and it's just going to be amazing. They're saying you're not going to sign, there's no dotted line to sign just yet, but it's not too far off. And this could be to do with this retrograde as well too, but it's not too far off. There's going to be a little bit of a hiccupy move, but everything will flow after that. It's just because it's not quite ready for you yet. It's just not quite ready for you yet. It hasn't quite appeared yet, or it's just like things need to line up. Some more things need to line up for you, but they're not quite there yet, but they will. And it's just like everything will just go boom, boom, boom and slip into place. So don't worry about it. Trust in the miracles, because they are there. And yeah, it's all going to be awesome. I still see the green veranda overlooking the water. Shelley. Okay. I feel like really good things coming up for you as well too, Shelley. It just sort of feels like, you know, it's been a really hardcore, hard slog time, really dense energy around you, but things are starting to lighten, and it just feels like there's a lot of new, and they're giving me the word buoyant energy coming in for you, and this energy is going to it's like it's going to carry you along to the next level. It's just going to lift you up, and it's like you're going to be sailing forward, and everything that has been difficult up until now is just going to cruise. So it's like you're coming into a place of grace, which is really awesome, and that feels like it's quite soon as well too. Sudden, unexpected changes, but that are really, really positive. So, Parada, okay. Sorry, it keeps dropping down. Okay, so come back to you. I get the first word or feeling I get from you is this deep anger. It's like a rage. It's like there's something that needs to be released. It could be something from your childhood, but I just feel like there's an opportunity coming. There's an opportunity coming for that rage to be expressed, and it's a really deep rage. Like it's been burning away for a really long time. So it just feels like there's going to be a catalyst or a trigger for that. Maybe now before that happens, I mean, it needs to happen, but, you know, write down, I feel like it's a male, I don't know if it's your father or a partner, but someone has triggered something from you from the past, and I feel like this rage that needs to come to the surface, but underneath it is sadness, you know, so you need to allow it. And sometimes we block it and we bury it in different parts of our body, you know, and we block all of this energy, and we keep sort of going with life. But it just feels like there's something, and I just get this rage. It's like a volcano. It's ready to erupt. So I probably wouldn't want to be around you when it does happen. However, in saying that, now's the time to start sort of thinking, what is it that's making you so angry? And it feels like you've carried it most of your life, you know, and it's like a protective mechanism. Quite often we put this cloak around us of anger or whatever it is, different things that we put around us, but it's a protective thing to stop it so we don't get hurt, but we're actually hurting ourselves by having these walls around us. So it just feels like there's a massive softening coming, but I just feel like you need to, a good scream, maybe get a glass jar and scream into the jar, write down everything that is bothering you, burn it, you know, do something, but it's like you really need to tap into that anger, because then it becomes a really powerful creative force. Hi Angie, sorry we're dropping down again here. Really good news coming for you too really soon. It feels like it's coming from Melbourne. I feel like someone, maybe a friend or family member, there's like a windfall or something like that, and it's going to have a ripple effect for you as well too. That sounds promising. They're saying 3 weeks of chaos, and then all of a sudden the skies are going to clear. So, and I get a feeling that could be on a global level as well too. So it's like there's going to be some really dark clouds over the next 3 weeks, but it feels like after that things are really going to start lifting. And then I'm just seeing this massive abundance coming. Like it's just like so much abundance that you could. It's like you're soaking in it. You know, you're just calling it in. You're just soaking in it. And I feel like this is going to happen for everyone too. I don't know if anyone saw the post that I put that today, and you know that soon there will be a transfer, you know, and that's what we're all, that's not waiting for, but we sort of are in a way, you know. It's just like this transfer, and it's a transfer, and it's not necessarily just the transfer of wealth, but it's a transfer of abundance from the heart. It's like all of a sudden everyone's just stepping into their heart and going, oh my God, I am the abundance I seek, I am the love that I seek, I am that I have been looking for outside of myself. And once we all get to that point, the abundance is just going to flow in naturally anyway. But there is definitely massive abundance coming very soon. Tina, yes, you will move from that house, and I've got no idea of the area, sorry. I missed that question before. It doesn't feel like it's too far away from where you were or where you are at the moment. Hi, Andrina. Oh, sorry, Julie. There we go, Julie. Come to you. Okay, Julie, I get your mum here. She's so happy, but she's a bit grumpy with you. She's saying you're just still not getting it. You're still not resting. You're still doing everything for everybody else. And she's saying, you know, in the end, it's you that suffers, and that you need to be very, very mindful of your ankle. I don't know if it's maybe an ankle that you've injured in the past, but you need to be very mindful of it. And I'm getting deception with work, so higher up deception. So yeah, but Mum's just saying, you know, you've actually got to rest. You've actually got to stop saying yes to everybody and stop pleasing everybody, and you've actually just got to look after you. But she's giving you the biggest hug, and she's saying in the same token she's really, really proud of you as well. Andrina. Oh wow, beautiful. Andrina got to spend the weekend with Del Bigtree. How lucky is that? And in England, beautiful, like massive conference over there. Just and it feels like that's a spark for something for you, Andrina. It feels like that is a spark for you for something in the future, you know, like there's going to be more of those events, but I actually feel that you're going to be a part of the events in some way, like actually standing on the stage and actually presenting things and doing things. They're saying that your sound healing is, they're showing me like the infinity symbol, and I don't know what the significance of that is, but they're just showing me the infinity symbol, and they're showing me that it's an important thing for you to be doing with your sound bowl at the moment, and like you'll know, it's like maybe it's like doing it in your bowl with the gong thing, you know, but you're just saying the infinity symbol and bringing it into towards you as well too. There's a move coming up for you, not too far off, but they're just saying again, like magnesium and anything with oil to get into your body to move the calcification is what they're talking about, calcification in the bones. Okay, Louise. I don't know, it feels like there's been maybe a tricky situation with a friend or with a family member. I'm not too sure. I'm getting the word deception. Sometimes we deceive ourselves too with you know, the people that we have in our lives and we keep in our lives. And I just get that maybe, I don't know if it's an old friend or a family, it's just someone in your life's past your use by date. It doesn't feel like a partnership, it feels more like a friendship or a family member. And just because, you know, family members are family members, they don't need to be in our lives, you know, they don't need to be part of our lives. So it just feels like you need to cut the cord with someone. You need to cut the cord with maybe someone that you've been trying to make things work with, and as I say, friendship, relationship, I don't know, it doesn't feel relationship, friendship or family. It's just not going to change. So and it's affecting you because you're very, very sensitive. So they're just saying, let it go, cut the cords. We never cut cords of love, but just cutting the cords of anything that's maybe sort of keeping you a little bit scared at the moment, or not scared, but just it's like this never-ending cycle that keeps coming around with this person. It's not going to change, unfortunately. Some people never will. And at the moment, you know, this is a time too, we do have to move on from people in our lives, you know, which is really sad, but we've just got to keep moving forward. And you know, it's like life's like a train. You know, you start off on the train and we're all on the train together, you know, and we go to kindergarten, and then we go to primary school, and then we go to high school, and, you know, people drop off along the way. Some people are there, get on the train or get off the track. Some people are there, you know, for the whole journey. Some people are there for a big part of the journey, and some people are there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, basically. So it just feels like that's what we're doing at the moment. We're culling people. You know, there's a lot of culling of people going on. Megan, and that's not a bad thing either. It's making way for you. So Megan, I'm getting issues around health. Maybe not yours, but someone around you. Could be some quite serious issues coming up, and it could be like after effects of cocktails that have been put in people's bodies. I'm not too sure, but I'm just getting that there is some health issues coming up around you, and that they're maybe friend or family member or someone that I just get major health issues coming up, and I feel like you're going to be supporting that person, and so it's going to be quite a hard time for you, but you will get through it. But yeah, I just feel like there's I don't know, this just sense of someone passing, or someone becoming very, very ill, and it could happen quite fast. So I think that's everybody. I've missed, oh, Cheryl. Okay. Oh, Sienna, sorry. I'm Linda. Okay. I don't know if I'll get through everyone, but I'll go as many as I can. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Anne-Marie. I know I've experienced that with a child as well too, and it's a really tough one, but it's like all of us, you know, once we've got to be ready to make that choice and to make that change. And sometimes, you know, a lot of people this is probably the hardest incarnation so many people have had, and the energy is so dense, you know, and I think for a lot of people, you know, not being here is an easier option because it's just too hard, and some people just don't have it in them at this time to be able to go through that healing process, unfortunately. But, you know, miracles happen. Right, so Sienna. They're saying for you that there is there's a really positive change coming. It could be to do with something that you've learned, or something that you're learning or studying, or that you're wanting to study, but there's really positive change coming. They're saying that you've got amazing healing abilities, but you're not trusting yourself. And to trust your intuition, it could, because it always leads you in the right direction, because they're saying that you tend to you know, trust people blindly when you've had the intuition that maybe there might be some red flags there. So I hope that makes sense. Linda, saying reconnecting with your voice. It's time to reconnect with your voice, because it's like a gift that you have, and when you don't use it, it becomes stale. But it's also like a gift, you know. It's like what I was talking about before, you know, do the things that bring you joy, do the things that bring that you know, that lightness into your being. So they're just saying to reconnect with your voice and reconnect with your music. Cheryl, will you have to move out of your home? Yes, but I think that maybe not quite as soon as you're thinking. It feels like there's going to be something that's going to be like that can be negotiated, but I also feel too like at the very last minute you might have a choice, but I feel like a choice that you can actually stay for longer, and then I feel like you're just going to go, nah, I'm done with this place anyway. So it feels like, are you you know, maybe part of you is ready to leave the place anyway. So you need to just go with that, and if it is, just start putting out to the universe what it is that you want to manifest in your new home. Money's coming, all of those worries are going to be gone soon. So just hang in there and just know that it's all going to be great. Hi Lynn, thank you. Oh, big changes coming up for you too. I'm seeing a for sale sign on your property this year. It's just like, no, I'm done with this, I've had enough. And that number that I've always said that I saw you getting on your house is there, and then some. So do whatever it is, and I feel like there's big travel coming. It's like you just time. It's time for you now. You've given so much service to so many people for so long. It's time for you just to walk away, and know that you'll be absolutely beautifully looked after as you always have been, and that this is your time now. I feel marriage. I feel all sorts of amazing, beautiful things coming your way, Lynn. So that's really awesome. Very cool. So I think, oh, Jeff, hang on. So Jeff, here we go. Okay. Spirit's saying, Jeff, that you need to lighten up. Like, life's too serious, you know, like we need to let go of the seriousness of it. And Spirit's just saying that lighten up, don't be so hard on yourself. It sort of feels like you've got yourself into a bit of a slump energetically, and that you've got a really amazing mind, but it can take you down into the doldrums. And they're showing me in a past life that you were a famous orator, you know, speaker, like a town crier, or someone that wrote, and you like talked poetry, and you talked in rhymes, and you talked in poetry and things like that. So they're just saying now that stop being so serious, time to lighten up, start doing some things that'll bring you some joy, and realize that what you're feeling affects the people around you as well too. So sometimes when we get into a bit of a, you know, a downward spiral, we don't realize how it's affecting the energy of people around us as well. So they're just saying, dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and maybe put your dancing shoes on, or go and do something that's, get your body moving. They're saying you need to get your body moving. You need to get things, it feels like everything feels very sluggish, and just like it's at that, yeah, it just needs like a little bit of a rev up at the moment. So do things that'll bring you joy, and lighten up. Just saying lighten up. Rachel, sorry. Rachel, oh, sorry. Okay, there's a couple more there. Rachel. Feels like it's been a bit of a slow start to the year for you, Rachel, but it's starting to pick up now. You know, like you sort of started the year feeling quite optimistic, and then it just sort of hasn't quite panned out that way. But they're saying it will. They're saying July is going to be amazing. June's going to be sort of like not a limbo month, but making decisions and changing things month. And then July, things are going to move forward really fast. And I don't know if you're going to sell your home. I feel like the world's traveling soon. I feel like all of the restrictions and everything are lost, because I feel like there's an overseas trip. And it could be to see family members or something, but I'm sort of getting July, and I'm just getting that things are really going to start picking up for you in June. So slow start to the year, but it's just about to get good. Bring it on. I think that's everybody. Oh, Glenda, okay. I get you are such an empath, like you're feeling everybody's pain and you're feeling all of the, I just get like this heaviness around you, and it's not necessarily your energy that you're feeling, but there's almost like a hopelessness or a powerlessness feeling. It's like, oh my God, when's it going to end? Which we're all having at different moments. But it just feels like you need to, I feel like you need to protect yourself psychically a lot more, because you're very open. You're such an open empath. Like, you're so sensitive to other people's energies, and it's, I don't know if you're a water sign, but you feel really, really sensitive, and you feel really drained at the moment. I feel like there's somebody that's coming in and sucking your energy vampires, you know, like maybe a friend or a family member, and they always want something from you, but they never give anything back. So this is about you putting some boundaries in place and saying no. And they're just saying, you know, it's time for you to receive now. Like, you're very, very good at giving, but you're not so good at receiving. So it's time now just to let people give to you, but also you need to protect your energy. You need to, you know, put a shield around. I always just ask for the white light of the Christ consciousness every day, protection around myself, my friends, my family, around everybody, because there's nothing more powerful than that. So, but yeah, your heart feels very tender at the moment, and I think that's, you know, other people's energy that you're picking up on as well. Some guidance on what career direction you should follow. Whatever brings you joy, you know, that's what it is. Whatever brings you joy. We've just got to, the new world that we're coming into, the careers, all of the, like, you know, like probably, you know, I don't know what percentage, but a lot of the careers that we're in now, or that are existing, they're not going to exist anymore. The whole world's going to change. So what is it that brings you joy? What would you love to do? You know, if you like to travel, would you want to be a travel agent? Or if you like to, you know, look after kids, would you want to be a nanny? You know, like, just start thinking along those lines. Plant the seeds out there. I did a meditation a wee while ago, planting the seeds, you know, because none of us knows how the world's going to turn out. We all know it's going to be amazing, but none of us knows how it's actually going to manifest. So just planting the seeds. Okay, well, I like doing this, and I'm really good at this, and I've got this skill, and I've got this quality. Put them all into a basket, plant the seeds, and let them go, and let the universe bring it to you. So Anne, I think might be the last one. Just double check. And Gemma, any positive juice for me? It's been retro tough. It has been retro tough. Okay, Gemma, well, I'll do you first because I've come in here. This is this retrograde and these eclipses and everything that we're going through. This is about getting real with ourselves. This is about looking honestly to the deepest core part of our being. What is not working in your life anymore? And that's what a retrograde's about. It's about reflecting, moving, like looking backwards and just seeing what works, what doesn't work, how you can change those things, you know, because we get, you know, we might move location, but we end up, we take ourselves with us wherever we go. So just looking at any old patterns, any thought forms, anything that you've been carrying that doesn't serve, any patterns in relationships or the people that you attract in your life, whether it be employers or friends or whatever, and just start sifting through and just going, no, don't need this anymore. Pulling out the cords, like cutting cords with anyone that doesn't serve either of you to be in each other's company anymore. Just cutting those cords and then moving forward into, okay, universe, bring to me my most compatible job, my most compatible partner, my most perfect home, my most compatible wealth, my health, all of that stuff. Bring it in. And calling in the things that you're really wanting. So it has been tough for a lot of people, this retrograde, and plus the eclipses, and we're coming up to another big doozy for the next new moon. So it's a really intense time at the moment, regardless of even what's going on in the outside world. So Anne, I feel like there's someone coming to you from spirit. I don't know if it's husband or father, I'm not too sure, but there's a man standing in spirit, and he's got a really beautiful big heart. And he's just saying to you to keep having faith. It's been really, really difficult for you. There's been so much grief and trauma around you in your life and in your heart, and that you've kept it together for so many people. Like, you've always been the strong one. But he's saying, don't be afraid to let it all go. Don't be afraid to feel that pain and just release all of that grief, because it's been there for a long time. And it's like it's sort of holding you back from moving forward in something in your life. I don't know whether it's love. Maybe it's a husband that's passed. I'm not too sure. Or dad. I'm not sure. But they're just saying, you know, it's time to bring that joy in now. Release all of the grief and the weight that you're carrying on your shoulders, the burden of everybody else's pain, because it's not yours to carry. So just imagine you're just like taking it off, tucking it away, and pulling that grief out of your heart. Just imagine you're pulling it out, and you feel all of the roots of that grief coming out of your heart. And then look at that grief in your hand and see what a burden it's been, and just get rid of it. Replace it with joy. It's time to call the joy back in. So, how are we going here? Hi Lee, how are you going? Dad's here, saying Mum's very, very tired. Neil's doing okay. He's actually gone through quite a transformation, and it was necessary. There were a lot of stuff that happened with him as a child that was never acknowledged. It's been dealt to now in spirit, and that's what I'm finding too with people that are passing into spirit, are actually evolving, and they're coming through as their enlightened selves. So Dad's just saying, just give Mum a hug, giving you all a hug. He's really proud of all of you. So just wants you to know that. Judy. It feels, Judy, for you that there's going to be an opportunity coming up where you get to stand in your power and to speak your truth. And I feel like you're doing it in front of a lot of people. You're going to be standing in your truth. You're going to be standing in your power. Maybe I don't know, in groups. I feel like maybe you're going to be inspiring people, you know, and you're maybe talking about your life journey, or, you know, the hardships that you've come through, and it's going to really uplift and inspire people. It's sort of like you're going to be an example of anything's possible, and it just feels like that's coming up for you to start preparing for that. And it's just going to happen organically. It might happen that, you know, someone says, oh, can you come and tell us about your experience, and it's a small group, and then the next one, then the next one, you know. So it just feels like there's opportunities for empowerment coming your way. No flat, as Shelley Renee thinks, so flat, no energy. Yeah, where you live has got a big part in that, because of the control and the stuff that they've got in place there is just mind-blowing, and I don't know how anyone could live there, honestly, and survive it, because so that's part of it. And again, they're just saying you need to move your body, and they're saying that there's like I don't know, 5 and then the letter have been turned on. Everything's being ramped up. It's like there's an energy. I'm just getting this energetic thing around your field, you know, and it's just being really ramped up. And also to do the weather, you know, the stuff that they're putting in the, you know, the clouds that are seeding and that are affecting everybody all over the world at the moment. So yeah, just find the things, you know, just stay in that stillness, and just keep your energy to yourself, keep your energy contained. It just feels really important at the moment, and that's for all of us too, you know, like just honor your energy, just rest when you need to rest, cry when you need to cry, dance, laugh, do whatever in the moment that you need to do, but allow yourself to feel all of the feelings. Robert. Okay, Spirit saying like a wise man, you're a wise man, and there's lots of old knowledge and wisdom and ancient stuff that you know that's going to come to the surface again. It's going to be released, and that maybe over times it's been suppressed in you. You know, we've all had that in different ways, you know, whether we've been burnt, hung, quartered, all of the stuff that's happened through humanity. But they're just saying that you've got this gift of like being a storyteller, you know, and you being I just feel this deep resonance in your voice, and that that Spirit is just is paving the way for you to be able to release the gifts that you've carried with you for many, many lifetimes. He's saying you're an old, wise soul, a very old, wise soul, and you're carrying all of this energy and all of this stuff that's been waiting to be unleashed, and it's going to happen this year. It feels like this is going to be some sort of trigger, a big awakening in the heart. It feels like maybe there's been a bit of a you know, like a plate over the heart to protect it, but you've got so much. They're saying prose, the word prose, which is poetry, so you've got this beautiful poetry inside of you that's wanting to be expressed. So that's coming up for you quite soon. Ray Skywalker, okay. I'll probably just do another couple, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so Ray. Your spirit guides, like your native spirit guides, are around you really strongly, and they're talking about like your shamanic journey and all of the plant medicine. They're showing me plant medicine. Maybe, I'm not sure if you need to have a plant medicine journey, or if that's something that you've done in the past. As they're showing me the Amazon rainforest, then they're showing me you as a shaman and taking people through this journey with the ayahuasca. So they're just saying plant medicine is a really good thing for you at the moment, and being connected with the earth, you know, planting seeds, planting vegetables, anything to do with the earth to keep you grounded at the moment. You've got a really big spiritual path ahead of you. You are a way shower as well, and they're saying trust in that process and trust in who you are. Realize how powerful, beautiful and amazing you are, and you've just got this amazing energy that's just going to be, you know, for the whole world to see. So just trust in that. But they're saying at the moment be grounded and check in with plant medicine, because it'll bring you the most benefit at the moment. And feels like things are moving forward for you, Anna. Feels like there is a house move coming up maybe around September, October. Feels like you're moving away from I see you moving into the country, and it's a beautiful place. It's not maybe the big place that you had your eye on, but it's a beautiful place. It's a real sanctuary. So I just feel like that's coming. Feels like there's I don't know if mum's passed or she's about, but it just feels like mum's, but like between words, like dad's waiting there for her, you know, like it just feels like someone, like she's between worlds at the moment, to let go of anything that you've held. Just flood her with forgiveness, because all of the work that you've done is paving the way for the future generations, so none of that can ever be repeated. So yeah, but they're just saying you're moving to the country and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, put your gong in the car. That's a good idea, Andrina. Okay, so I think that's everybody. I might just do a little tune in. I'll just make sure there's no one here at the that I've missed. Oh, Glennis. Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, Glennis. I love your work too. Hi, Raywin. Okay, so you two are the last two. So Glennis, doorways are opening up for you. Feels like, I feel like you're going to be relocating, maybe August, September, and that it's going to be a good thing for you, and that while where you've been has been really good, it's time now to be moving into a more expansive place. So they're just saying that yeah, big expansion. I feel like you're going to move, things are going to work really well, and I feel like there may be again another opportunity like on radio or media or something like that, something that you've been sort of putting together for a long time. It's like it's all of a sudden it's all just going to come together, put the right people in the right places. There's someone around you that's sort of got a bit of I don't want to say the word political, okay, like a political bit, just not to be trusted. I don't know, I don't know, there's just someone, you'll know who it is. It's a male, big note, big I'm blah 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 blah, just not to be trusted. You'll know who it is instantly, but they're just saying that yeah, just trust your intuition at the moment. And Raywin, hi, they're just saying, okay, so you got your mum here. I'm not sure if it's coming up to the anniversary of her passing, but she's saying that the daffodils coming out are going to be absolutely beautiful this year for some reason, and that she absolutely loves the daffodils. So I don't know what the significance of that is. I know they come out in spring in New Zealand, but I suppose it's spring everywhere. Bit of a rocky road with one of your grandchildren coming up, and that's to do with a parent. So I feel that you'll sort of have that in hand, and that maybe, I'm not sure if that grandchild's going to come and live with you for a period of time, if they already are, they already have. But just saying that, Mum's just saying that, you know, the path ahead of you is going to start It's going to get easier. She's saying you're such a fighter. You know, you're such a fighter, and you bring everybody in and you nurture them all. But she's saying you're exhausted. You just need to take some time out just for you. She's a little bit worried about your lungs. She's saying you need to let that tobacco go. So there we go. So yeah, well, I hope that's been helpful for you all. Andrina, you maybe didn't get the message at the beginning. I just got that the weekend that you've just had, where you've been around all of these people that are doing big things in the world, is like the start of a seed that's planting for you to be doing that thing as well too. You'll be keeping the company of these people more often, and that you'll be having a big part in what is being, you know, like you having your voice. And yeah, they're just saying about the gong again and the infinity symbol, so I don't know what that means, but yeah, things are going to change, and they're saying 3 more weeks, so I don't know what the significance of that is. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful for everybody. If I've missed, give up to back. Oh, well done. Okay, so maybe there's been an effect. Hi Gabriella, my beautiful twin soul sister. Maybe the tobacco it's like you just sort of need to be a bit vigilant with your lungs, and just, you know, do things now that can sort of help you detox your lungs and things like that, like, you know, lots of deep breathing and but just maybe some healing around your lungs, and I get it's to do with forgiveness of someone as well too. So yeah, oh, they are living with you. Wow, that would be hardcore. And Gabriella, baby girl coming. Your little grandbaba has got a little sister waiting to come in, and she's going to jump in quite soon. And it might seem quite chaotic, but she's absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous little star child, and it's like her and her brother are going to do big things in the world together, as you already know. She's really musical, and I just sort of get she's this little like this little pixie spirit, you know, and she's whistling away and she's singing, and everything she does with absolute joy. So she's going to come in soon. Within the next 4 months, I feel that there'll be news of this little girl coming in. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful for everybody. I hope it's made sense. As I said, if anyone wants to book in for a 20 or a 40-minute session, hi Helen, I'm just one more, sorry, okay, but yeah, 20 or 40-minute sessions, $25 or $50. We can do shifting, we can do a reading, we can do a quick healing, whatever it is that you want to do. We can cover a lot of ground in a short period of time. So just private message me. As I said in the beginning, I'm moving away from this platform, and I'm going to be moving more onto YouTube. So if you want to go onto my channel and subscribe and like and hit the bell, so that anytime I do, because I'm actually going to start doing my lives from there. And so it's Sequoia 555 Cosmic Courier. And yes, I'm going to start sort of moving away from this platform and opening up into other doorways. So yeah, just book in if you want to do a short reading or a you know, shifting session. If people at the moment wanting to release this persecution wound, because it is for all of us, you know, that especially being the, you know, when we're being called witches, or the goddess, you know, the goddess, the woman that's been persecuted, the divine feminine, and that's in all lifetimes, you know, and that's for the men as well, because we've all been male and female, we've all been persecuted, and we've all been the persecutor. So that's the wound at the moment that we seem to be having to clear, and it's about, you know, having that freedom to be all of who we are, to share all of our gifts without fear of having our head chopped off or anything, you know, or being hung or being burnt or anything like that. So it's like that fear of rejection, that persecution wound is really, really deep. So sending you all lots of love. As I said, I'll put my YouTube channel on here, so just go on and like, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. And hi Nicole. And I will, I will talk to you again really, really soon. Maybe do a meditation. Probably can't tomorrow night, maybe on Friday night. If not, I might do something during the day. So have a beautiful night. I hope that's been helpful for you all. And I will talk to you all really, really soon. Lots of love.